Investing isn't only for rich people. In the previous chapter, you read about how useless investing experts are and how we can do better on our own. Now we arrived at Promised Land, the chapter where you will learn how to choose your own investments, pay less in fees, and get superior performance. You're going to determine your investing style by asking yourself some key questions. Do you need your money next year? Or can you let it grow for a while? Are you saving up for a house? Can you withstand big day-to-day changes in the stock market? Or do they make it crazy? Then you are going to research funds and pick exactly the right investments to meet your goals. This includes all your investment accounts, like your 401k and the Roth IRA. When people talk about their investment portfolio, they are referring to money in their 401k, Roth IRA, and perhaps even other investment accounts. By the end of this chapter, you will know exactly what to invest in and why. And you will do it with the minimum human involvement, incurring minimum expense. My goal is to help you pick the simplest investment to get started, and to make your portfolio easy to maintain. By doing just those two things, you will be on the way to getting rich. You will realize that a lot of people with high salaries have no savings or investments. You will start noticing the excuses people make to justify not investing, including "I don't have time" and "the stocks can go down" and "I don't want to lose my money." A better way to invest: automatic investing. Let's be honest, nobody really loves managing their money. I'd rather be using the money. Basically, I'm always on the lookout for ways to spend less time and get better results. Okay, I'm very interested in paying less attention while getting better returns. I've taken pains to research investments that don't take a lot of the time to maintain and also pay off. That's why I urge you to combine a classic, low-cost investing strategy with automation. Automatic investing is not some revolutionary technique that I just invented. It's a simple way of investing in low-cost funds that is recommended by Nobel laureates, brilliant investors such as Warren Buffett, and most academics. It involves spending most of your time choosing how your money will be distributed in your portfolio, then picking the investments. This actually takes the least amount of time, and finally automating your regular investments so you can sit and watch TV while growing your money. Hey, we are lazy. We might as well embrace it and use it to our advantage. Lower expenses. As I discussed in chapter 6, nothing kills your investment performance more than expensive funds that invisibly drain your returns. Investing in them is especially crazy when you can earn better returns with lower fees. Why would you pay for the privilege of losing your money? With automatic investing, you invest in low-cost funds, which you replace with less expensive portfolio managers, and you save tons of thousands of dollars in trading fees, taxes incurred by frantic trading, and overall investment expenses, thereby outperforming most investors. It's automatic. Automatic investing frees you from having to pay against the latest hot stock or a micro change in the market. You pick a simple investment plan that doesn't involve any sexy stocks and guessing whether the market is going up or down, and then you set up automatic contributions to your investment accounts. In this way, you effectively trick yourself into investing because it requires no work from you. This means you can focus on living your life, doing your job well, spending time with friends, traveling in different countries, eating at great restaurants instead of worrying about your money. And my work call this Gen investing for people who have real lives. And that is why I never be named consultant. Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Long-term perspective into practice. Diversify portfolio. The task of the real automatic investor is not when things are going up, but when they are going down. Decrease by more than $100,000. I did what I always do, kept investing automatically every single month. It takes a strength to know that you're basically getting shares on sale, and if you're investing for the long term, the best time to make money is when everyone else is getting out of the market. Bottom line, automatic investing may not seem as sexy as trading hedge funds and biotech stocks, but it works a lot better. Again, would you rather be sexy or rich? I remember going on TV to talk about how I would teach you to be rich. Before the camera started, the anchor leaned over to me and congratulated me on my book. Great job, he said. So, do you have to work anymore? I sat back and realized I never thought about that. No, I told him, I don't have to work anymore. That was a powerful moment. And it's an example of a crossover point where you invest and earn enough to fund your expenses automatically. Imagine one day you woke up and you had enough money in your account and never work again. In other words, your investments were generating so much money that your money was actually producing more money than your salary. That's the crossover point. Yeah, it's an incredibly influential idea in personal finance. Money makes money, and at a certain point, your money is generating so much new money that all of your expenses are covered. This is also known as being financially independent. What can you do once you hit the crossover point? At a minimum, you can do nothing. Wake up, spend 3 hours at brunch, go work out, see friends, and practice your hobby. You can choose to work all night. After all, you could spend the rest of your life spending down your investments. Many call this retiring early or A together. They are financially dependent. Plus, retiring early equals fire. There's lean fire, which is people who've decided they can live in a lean amount of money, often $30,000 to $50,000 a year, in perpetuity. They reject materialism and embrace simplicity, often in an extreme way. Fat fire is for people who want to live an extravagant life at the highest levels of spending. Ever wonder how celebrities can spend $250,000 on a single party? That's because their money is earning so much money that they actually have to work to spend it all. For example, in 2018, Oprah Winfrey bought a house for $8 million. That seems outrageously expensive, right? Here's the twist. Because her net worth at the time was over $4 billion. If that money was even conservatively invested and the return at 4%, her investments alone, not even counting her salary, would generate $160 million that year, effectively making the house free to her. When you hit the point of financial independence, you're being paid to live because of decisions you made years ago. It's like Indian kids studying 10 years in a day to narrow SATs, then getting amazing jobs and opportunities in decades later. Little Ray Does he remember the hours he spent on studying? He just loves the results of the hard work, even 25 years later. Oh, yeah, again, a summary of the terms FI, financial independence. Hmm. Where you earned enough that your investments will pay for your life perpetuity. RE, retiring early, often in your 30s and 40s. FIRE, financial independence plus retiring early. Think of it as someone who retires in their 30s and will technically never have to work. Again, because their investments and cover their annual living expenses every year forever. Lean fire, people who want to live a lean life, often around at $30,000 per year. No, it's not me. Fab fire, people who want to financially independent and retire early, but live in an extravagant lifestyle. Think of flying first class and staying at the Four Seasons and putting three kids in through private school. Achieving fire isn't easy, and typically most people dismiss it out of hand. I'm too young to no, I don't want to read this one. So many excuses, right? So I don't even put those words in my mouth and on my brain as well. So I have no problem with setting aggressive financial goal. In fact, I love it. I have no problem with people who have different financial goals than mine. But when people use words like miserable bread race and anxiety, that's red flag. Yes, of course. My suggestion, remember that life is lived outside a spreadsheet. Be as aggressive as you want with your goals and a dream bigger than you ever thought. But remember that money just a small part of rich life. Investing is not about picking stock. Really, it's not. Ask your friends that. Okay, ask your friends what they think investing means, and I bet they'll say picking stocks. Guys, you cannot reliably picking stock that can overperform the market over the long term. It's way too easy to make mistakes, such as being overconfident about choices and panicking when your investments drop, even a little. As we saw in chapter 6, even experts can guess what will happen to the next stock market. But because they've heard it repeatedly from the many investing blogs and YouTube videos, people think that investing is about picking winning stocks and that anyone can be successful. They can't. I hate to say it, but not everyone is a winner. In fact, most of these so-called financial experts are failures. Anyway, the little known fact is that the major predictor of your portfolio's volatility doesn't stem from the individual stocks and peak, as most people think, but instead from your mix of stocks and bonds. In 1986, researchers Gary Brinson, Randolph Hood, and Gilbert B. Bohr published a study in Financial Analysis Journal that rocked the financial world. They demonstrated that more than 90% of your portfolio's volatility is a result of your asset allocation. Not asset allocation sounds like BS praise, like a mission statement or a strategy alliance, but it's not. Asset allocation is your plan for investing, the way you distribute the investments in your portfolio between stocks, bonds, and cash. In other words, by diversifying your investments across the different asset classes, like stocks and bonds, or better yet, stock funds and the bond funds, you can control the risk in your portfolio and therefore control how much money, or average, you will lose due to volatility. It turns out that the way you allocate your portfolio, whether it's 100% stocks or 90% stocks and 10% bonds. Makes it profound the difference on your return. Later, other researchers tried to measure how closely volatility and the returns were correlated, but the answers end up being pretty complicated. Suffice to say that asset allocation is the most significant part of your portfolio that you can control. Think about the remarkable fact. Your investment plan is more important than your actual investments. If you allocate your money properly, for example, not all in one stock, but spread out across the different kinds of funds, you won't have to worry about a single stock possibly cutting your portfolio's value in half. Indeed, by diversifying your investments, you will make more money as an individual investor. To know how to allocate your assets, you have to know the basic options you have for investing, which is where you're headed next. Since you cannot successfully time the market or select individual stocks, asset allocation should be the major focus on your investment strategy because it is the only factor affecting your investment risk and the return that you can control. Okay.